are live. What's poppin'? Yo, we in Oklahoma City. We live. We in the 405. Y'all know where y'all came to. I am Megawatt the DJ. Let's make happen what we came here for. Salute to my special guests we got in the building today. We got some topics for y'all. As always, we come in here to talk about real life lessons. We come here to talk about real business lessons. And we here to have a real good session. So, without further ado, I definitely want to give a quick, big old shout out to Joe May Custom Creations for being in the building.
How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
So, today, let me get this sound check real quick, y'all. Let me get the sound check for real, for real, for real. Okay. We a little hot that time. All right, I gotta get me one of those mixers where I can just hit the mute button on the mic. Yo, if you want to donate, Cash App Megawatt the DJ. That's what it is. 405 Life Live. All proceeds definitely appreciated to you. You know what I'm saying? So like, let me get that down. I still feel a little hot. So like, that's a little better. So I got my sound check. Got my sound check right. All right. I don't want to sit here and hold on. As a matter of fact, I still forgot to plug in the computer to the ether, but it's cool. We're going to do this. We live in the 405. I appreciate you for coming through. If you got some opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to drop down in the chat and tell me something that happened to you over the last couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it happened to do with business. Maybe it happened to do with music. Maybe you stumbled on a performance and you got booed off stage. Yo, you know what my lane is. So you know what I'm saying? Like I deal with artists, so maybe the artist might have fumbled over some words, and maybe they was in a freestyle battle and they got taken out. Maybe we was in a beat battle this week, and you know what I'm saying? They said your beats were what's the word I'm looking for? Because you know I always go into the car and go check to see how my beats change out. How my beats change out. You know what I'm saying? Versus being in the PA versus being in the headphones that they flat. You know what I mean? That they ain't got no contour to them. Maybe uh maybe a maybe a venue decided they wanted to take your deposit and go ahead and take a run for it and book somebody else because it was more prominent to making money for them. Who knows, man? There's been so much BS going around. Maybe a DJ undercut another DJ by 50 bucks just to get the job. Yo, if you over here, you in the chat, yo, holla at me. Tell me where you from. I see you all joining over here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you highly over here on look like YouTube. Yeah, over on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Show me where you from. Drop your I'm from the 405. Drop your area code in the chat. Tell me maybe you had an opportunity and you missed it. Tell me that, you know what I'm saying, you got dished out because, you know what I'm saying, somebody wanted to undercut you. Today we talking about real life lessons and real business lessons. We got a couple of them. It's been a while since I've been here, and we've been trying to figure out a good roster. So, what is this week? Every third. This is the third Saturday because we really had the first. Yeah, we had a busy month, man. It's been a busy summer. Shout out to all of the events that done gone down. Shout out to Urban Pride. Shout out to Joe May Custom Creations. Shout out to Zen Event Space. Shout out to Chronic Brands. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Green Box. Shout out to the Labyrinth dispensaries. You know what I'm saying? For allowing me to come out and show love to the world, bring out this music. If y'all don't know, y'all missing me. Do not miss me tomorrow, Monday, 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So I got one. I got one for us to talk about. Oh no, we here for the cough sessions. Yeah. What we read? This is Granny Mac. Granny Mac. Shout out
Granny
to Green
Mac.
Box Dispensary. Granny Mac. Any y'all in the chat if you're a cannabis user,
Whew.
what you're smoking on.
Y'all would think I got baby moons and I don't.
Anyway, Joe May. Joe May in the building with me today. She's choosing to stay out. You know what I'm saying? Don't see the work face. But let's talk about one of your lessons. I really just went through like 4-5 of them that I actually seen people deal with and or I've dealt with. So what you got for me? You got one on top of your head?
Oh, let's see.
And salute to you on Twitch.
I have noticed that I have been a person who, I guess I could say, I don't want to say that because that sounds kind of bad. I guess I could say I expect from people when, you really shouldn't expect from people. You should just,
But you think that I think I feel like where you coming from with that is that somebody says that they was gonna do something, so you expecting them to be a person of their word though. Is that what you is that where we kind of lean into though? Because technically they said something they was gonna do something.
yeah, yeah, more so that, I just, I have become, I have started to learn more so that, I shouldn't be one to expect everything from people like I have been, I guess. I should.
Is there a couple examples that you could like necessarily you could hit on like by what you mean by you shouldn't expect because like um we talking about life or we talking about business? Let's start there.
We're talking about business.
Okay.
So I completely understand. I know I am a little shy even when I'm off the camera. So bear with me, y'all. Um but when you tell something, whether it's a customer or um a business partner or even just somebody that you're dealing with, even if they're not just somebody that you're dealing with, just maybe that once or twice or whatever, and you speak upon something that you're going to do, just per se, I'm making a flyer right now, and I say, yes, I can get you a flyer done. I'll have it done for you by tomorrow. And you're looking forward to that flyer to be able to post tomorrow. And you're not able to post that flyer because it doesn't come through. So now you're at a loss because your expectation to be able to post that flyer, not even necessarily from that person, but your expectation to be able to post that flyer has been diminished because that person fell through on what they were supposed to say or what they were supposed to do, excuse me. So I just, that's a lesson not to expect things from too much from people because you never know what others may be dealing with, going through in life, and it may be something that they can't help, can't, you know, it just may be something hard for them.
So have empathy is what you're saying right now. Have a bit of empathy in your actions because
Very
not
much so.
everybody life happens. Have empathy in business because life happens, which could turn into a life and or business
Thank you.
lesson.
See? She knows where I'm coming from.
I feel like that's shots. Are you talking to me?
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, I wasn't necessarily speaking on you.
I'm just playing.
So,
I'm just playing.
um, something else that I've been dealing with that um is still kind of a lesson to me is my work ethic.
What does
I'm
that mean?
I'm learning my lessons. Sometimes I don't. I have the. Sometimes I don't have. I think all entrepreneurs go through it. They don't like. You don't want to. You don't feel like doing it. You just don't. You just don't. You don't feel like it. And sometimes that energy is just not there. Like I don't be wanting to get up and do sometimes, and have to. I be forcing myself sometimes. Sometimes it's not where I want
I don't believe that. Your work ethic is far beyond. So like, okay, so for as an entrepreneur, people will say something like, "We don't wake up early enough."
to.
I tell you
Okay,
that,
well, yeah,
but
that's
they
one
don't know
thing.
that. I can't say they don't know the nights because I'm pretty sure they do. But let me tell you something. Shout out to Curtis King. You seen it as well as I heard it today. Man, say I had to start taking care of my body. And matter of fact, we was at the Cloud Room last night. Shout out to the Cloud Room. I missed that one.
Shouts.
Every other Saturday. See y'all. I see y'all on July 30th. How about that? Uh, big old. But everybody know that health is wealth, but they got it big and lights like for real. So, you gotta take a break. You gotta let your body rest.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. sometimes I sometimes I put that on myself. I put it on myself as as far as my work ethic, me not working. Sometimes I do take a break, and I feel like my breaks be too long, or whatever the case may be. I feel that way. They may not be that way, but I feel that way sometimes.
Okay, so like as an entrepreneur, and especially being that you in your first few years of being in business, it takes being on long hours.
Yeah, it definitely does. I know that.
Um, at the same time, though, like those long hours also have to compute to you having time to take care of your body. So you gotta eat, you gotta sleep, you gotta drink water. Speaking of hydrate, shout out to you for joining us on YouTube. I appreciate that. As always, we're here doing a sofa session. We're talking about life lessons, business lessons, and having a special session. If you don't mind, if you're a cannabis user, shout out, tell us what you're smoking on, maybe what you're eating on, what kind of cannabis products are you using, maybe where you're from. Shout out to you. We're from the OK.
Okay.
So, lesson number two. We this is not really a long live, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're here to have a special session with you, talk about life lessons, business lessons, and just really be able to absorb. You know what I'm saying? What another person say and actually listen to the words. Maybe you experience something that this person went through, whether it's life or business. Like just like she was just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like person being a person about their word goes hand in hand, whether we talking about life, whether we talking about business, to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, accountability is being at its finest. And man, I mean, okay, so let me say this. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it on a live because I'm not ashamed. I feel like there's been a point in the last 2 months, because we're talking about the things that has happened to us over June and July, I feel like there's been an occasion, maybe two, where someone felt like I wasn't, um, because I actually got put out of a whole group, um, where they felt like I wasn't playing my part or doing as I said I would, being a person about my word or whatever. However, if it don't make sense, even sense, then it don't make sense. And so I had to kind of I ain't gonna say finagle my way out of the situation, but I had to reset and rethink about how I had to maneuver and make sure that what I'm saying, what I was doing was gonna make sense to not only myself but to the population as a whole for what we're here building, especially when me and whoever in either situation is supposed to be working together. So at the end of it all, the relationships, the proper relationships are in place. You know what I'm saying? The people who are supposed to be around me, they stay finagle with me, and salute to everybody. And I can't even think about this. Like, salute to everybody who has been like really putting together and supporting. That was really been my wake. And I'm gonna say this up front. No, it's not. The support, the support system. That was my to- main topic for today when I wanted to talk about business lessons. And coming from my lane to go into other areas to assist people or businesses, not people, assist businesses in pursuing or obtaining the objective, the goal that we have set before they have set, maybe. And then I'm like, okay, I have a goal in this because I know what I have to offer. However, I'm learning that I was talking to a DJ yesterday, just yesterday, and I told them almost all the places that I'm at, I've had to fight by myself to get this known. And I'm not saying that I'm just somebody, because I still know that I got way more, like, my sights on what I want to do is way further than where I'm at right now. Like, easy, easy. Like, I'm still waiting to get, okay, I can't say waiting to get my first artist. I've had not one but two, even a child artist here. But I mean, like, for real, have an artist here and record. We actually work on even a one single. And whether they come in with a beat and we work on just the vocal part, like, I want, like, I got people, we talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm learning that the support behind what is going on with me is not due unless I'm really putting in, like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's almost like 60 to 80% of the efforts of the project itself, if you know what I mean. How do you feel about the support system and what your things have been going on?
Mm, um, support system on my end has been, I guess I could say the same as yours. Kind of November made me out to say, if I say on,
Like, you just gotta go hard. Like, you just gotta go extra hard.
like, it's,
Well,
it
motherfucker
don't
say, "Hey,
matter.
come here,
It
let me
don't
holler at you."
matter. It don't matter how hard you work. You could put in whatever, and until you get that Grammy or whatever they feel you need, it's not good enough.
Nah. We talking about, nah. We not looking at, like, what makes you feel that though. What makes you feel like a what, like, is there a certain, and you don't have to be, you can be as vague, but give me something strong on, like, what made you say that? Like, what made you say, okay? Because people, like, what I realized from like I say, what I realized from my experience, like, I gotta be doing something literally every weekend for a person to be like, hey, let me book you. And I don't feel like it should be that way, especially when the talents. like when you see the talents is there, and you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
it's easy to sit back and watch how an artist can go on stage and perform and see how clear they vocals come across versus, you know what I'm saying, the next person, and then how they can do and replicate that in a booth, in a studio session, and be able to come off with a product that will be done, that can be like I'm like ready to be finessed in one day, versus this person who is right here on this microphone like this and things. You know what I'm saying? Like we already done been over the whole microphone bull. Like I ain't gonna go there. We gonna let them learn. YouTube is a YouTube. Shout out.
Um,
But your support system. Like I remember a time where your cousin said your family don't have to support you, and that's what I was about to say a while ago. Your family don't have to support you. Man, my girl don't have. He said my family don't have to support me. Man, my girl don't even have to support me.
cause I support you.
But it feels good. It feels good to have that support.
It does.
So like, I listen. I think every time I get mad about the situation, and like I think about other things, and people be like, think about people who was in a worse situation. Forget all that. I'm not trying to think about somebody else. I'm trying to think about what I need to do to better myself, to make mine. You know what I'm saying? To make you want to support me. I guess.
Right.
I guess in the end, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like just as much as everybody talking about how everybody like it's a big conversation. And if you're willing to go support, I wore some Jordans last night, but I'm willing to go buy a T-shirt from. I'm willing to go buy a plate from Love on a Plate. I'm willing to go buy a cornbread bowl from Magnificent Creations. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing I do. I ain't gonna say I pride myself. I take it upon myself to support at least one melanated business a month, at least. At least.
Least one.
And I don't want to say small business. I'm done saying that. I'm done saying that one. So,
Yeah.
and this is not to knock anybody who can't. We always know that sharing that post, because that may enable somebody else to get on and want to purchase or want a book or whatever the case may be. Like these are the lessons, and that also comes from the support. That all coming from the support that hopefully from what everybody not really being click like, because I've been hearing that it's real clickish. And I can't necessarily say that, but it seems to some degree, and it's probably always going to be like I worked in an atmosphere where I'm like, okay, all these people here, everybody career based, high attempt, and you get hired, and then all those people who were in there, they were still just as messy and fraudulent and all these other
Mhm.
things as the people working at Walmart. It's gonna be
Yeah.
100. Look at the camera. Wish I could zoom in. Let's update this information. Let's update some of this hardware. Megawatt the DJ is the cash app. Hey, yo, we working it up. Yo, salute to everybody who has supported me this summer, though. Real talk. Like I said, I wouldn't have none of this equipment that I do have now if it wasn't for those who have definitely put in and booked me or donated or whatever the case may be. You know, I'm going to always salute to y'all. Appreciation. Mad love. But we ain't off you yet. We got like 10 minutes left. We got like 10 minutes left to talk about one BS support situation where you don't even got to be that. If you want to talk about something new, but that's where we were before I kind of got on a side rant, but about the situation. But yeah,
Um,
talking to the microphone.
okay. My bad, y'all.
Salute, y'all.
It doesn't take much to support. I saw this post a few times. I actually think I have it saved in my phone. It doesn't. It takes $0 to support a family member or a friend because all you need to do is share a post, like a post,
Tell a friend.
tell a friend,
I listen. I look at
Word of mouth is everything.
word of mouth started everything.
It's everything.
Started everything. I had, I still got people coming up to me today. Yesterday, the big OG, he was on his live and he was like, "Damn, cuz I didn't even know you was a DJ." Yeah, I don't just run out here and just, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, you know what I'm saying? We gonna work when it's supposed to work. And you know what? Shout out to Real Justice because let me tell you this, Pow Gang over there, they showing what they supposed to do when it comes to the crew. Everybody ain't just getting in. Everybody ain't getting in. Members only. Shout out to the members only of the Sofa Sessions Club. Yo, you'll get you a nice piece of memorabilia if you come chill with me. Come have a session with me. Let's keep it live in the 405. We about to get ready to close it up. Once we get into a topic, I guess we're gonna shut it out with one more quick topic. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we can do some things. You jumping over there. You got a topic for us?
I'm a little chilly.
It's
Trying to keep
chilly.
myself
It's
warm.
the summertime. We ain't gonna complain about that. We so ain't. Definitely not gonna complain about that because
We could be hot. We could be sweating.
I could be outside with a generator and some speakers in 105-degree weather. Man, it's rough. Trying to praying that my speakers don't get too hot. That was a lesson. Shout out to Urban Pride for having the basketball courts. Hopefully we do it again next year. 3-on-3, 3-point shootout. Shout out to all the winners who won the gift cards. Y'all better come out there, man. Y'all better come out there. We not gonna do no. We gonna give away the little money. They giving away TVs. Shout out to God and Right. Um, but that's a lesson though. That's what we was talking about. Like support.
Yeah.
It was a support, man. Yo, they out here giving y'all money to come play basketball, to come act the fool. Like we had people out there making only 3 buckets. I think I made four at. I think I made four. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's like I didn't even make my 50% free throws. Like dang. But I don't play basketball on a regular no more. So I ain't even tripping. I ain't even tripping. I can shoot better. Hint, hint. No, but there was a there was a situation where the kids, there was some kids like I promise there's more support from strangers, and I don't mean this in a negative way because it shows you how to be a better entrepreneur and what you should really do. And I've been appreciating all the people who really work with me in a relative way, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Um, that most of the people that really have supported me have been strangers to me, and that's been for a real long time. I do get a lot of support from my family. Don't get it twisted. I got plenty of people who got, you know what I'm saying, right behind me. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's live. But you, what you see from me, and why I guess why people say they see me all the time when I'm going so hard is because I had a point, and this is one of the lessons. I had a point where I really wanted my family to see, and I had to stop because I stopped doing it for me.
Mhm.
Remember to do it for yourself, man.
Yep.
It's gonna
I
always
will.
make you happy, man. Like that lesson there, it took me out of it put me in a dark place and it took me to realize and I realized that there was a person do having it at the same time. And I'm not gonna talk about that person's name. I've already given him a shout out today. Salute to you again. He don't even know me, but he don't even understand. Like you don't understand what a person could be going through, like she said, and what you can be doing that's going to continue to motivate them. And yo, shout out to all the people who have definitely, you know what I'm saying, been been through the dark and then came through and made it happen.
Right,
Continue to
right,
be
right,
strong.
right.
Salute to you because there's gonna be better days, y'all. I promise. And I still go through them. There's days
We
where it'll
both
be a whole
do.
24-hour day where I go and just be just out, but I still try to smile at people, especially when I'm in public. But most of those days, I really try to keep my energy to myself. And I'm not telling that to be for everybody. I understand. And go do your prayers and your meditations and come back to yourself. I promise you, it will be worth it. You gonna see it better. There's a lesson in it all. There's a lesson in it all.
It is definitely a lesson in it all.
Shout out to Joe May Custom Creations. We in Watson Way Studios. Y'all know I'm Mega Watson DJ. Every third Sunday, we're gonna come in here and have a sofa sessions. Try to get it right, get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and start blazing up before we even get up out of here. Start get your mind right. I'm gonna start telling y'all this early because they ain't gonna start telling y'all until like October and stuff. Oh, mental, you know. I think we just had mental
Health
health month, but
Mm-hmm.
I seen stuff on it, but they gonna them holiday season, y'all pay attention to your loved ones. Salute to everybody that came through. I appreciate y'all. I am Megawatt the DJ. This is Watson Way Studios. Shout out to Joe May for coming in, putting your input in on some lessons, life and business. We up out of here.
Mega made it.